For Mark Consuelos, stepping onto the live stage each morning isn't just another television job. It's a deeply personal chapter in a life shaped by love, family, and constant change. While viewers see his easy smile, quick humor, and natural chemistry with wife Kelly Ripa, there's a quieter story unfolding behind the cameras. One filled with emotion, distance, and a growing sense of pressure that many parents will instantly recognize. Mark's journey to the live desk was never part of a long-term master plan. After Ryan Seacrest's departure, the show entered unfamiliar territory. Bringing in Kelly Ripa's real-life husband raised eyebrows, sparked debate, and invited intense scrutiny. But what followed surprised even the skeptics. Mark didn't just fill in, he settled in. He showed warmth, authenticity, and a genuine connection with both Kelly and the audience. Yet while his professional life found a steady rhythm, his personal life was quietly shifting. Mark and Kelly's love story is one fans know well. They met in the 1990s on the set of All My Children, where on-screen sparks quickly became real-life devotion. After just a year of dating, they eloped to Las Vegas. No spectacle, no hesitation, just certainty. Over the years, they built not only successful careers, but a family that became the center of everything they did. Together, they raised 3 children, Michael, now 28, Lola, 24, and Joaquin, 22. For years, their lives revolved around packed schedules, school drop-offs, family dinners, and the controlled chaos of raising kids while working in entertainment. But that chapter has now closed. All 3 children are grown, and the house is quieter than it's ever been. Their daughter Lola, in particular, has taken a path that both her parents fill with pride and pulls at their hearts. After studying abroad, Lola fell in love with London, the city, the energy, the freedom. What began as a semester turned into a life decision. London became home. Music became her focus. Recently, Lola reached a milestone moment, her very first live singing performance, ahead of the release of her debut EP. It was the kind of moment parents dream of witnessing. But Lola made one very clear request. Her famous parents were not to attend. Mark later explained the decision to live viewers with honesty and vulnerability. Lola was nervous, he said, and they didn't want their presence or their fame to add pressure to an already overwhelming night, so they agreed to stay away. At least that was the plan. In a move that feels both hilarious and deeply emotional, Mark and Kelly quietly flew to London anyway. They bought hats, tried to blend in. Mark joked that they looked like characters from Peaky Blinders. The idea was simple. Stand off to the side, stay invisible, just watch their daughter shine. But in a small venue, nothing goes unnoticed. Lola spotted them almost immediately. Instead of anger, there was an embrace. Hello magazine later captured the tender moment, Lola wrapping her arms around her parents, the nerves melting into relief. Kelly later shared that her daughter did so good, her pride unmistakable. That moment, as lighthearted as it seemed, revealed something deeper. Mark and Kelly are no longer needed in the same way they once were. Their children are building lives far from home, in different cities, even different countries, and that reality brings pressure. Kelly has openly shared that Lola regularly encourages her parents to move to London. The hints come casually, a mention of a sale, a joke about property, a dream scenario where they all live closer together. At one point, Lola even suggested they buy a castle. Kelly laughed, joking that her daughter thinks they're as wealthy as Jeff Bezos and his wife, Lauren Sanchez Bezos. But beneath the humor lies something real, a daughter who wants her parents nearby, and parents who feel the emotional pull of that request. For Mark, the pressure feels especially personal. Joining live tied him firmly to New York. It anchored his daily life, his schedule, and his future plans.
While Kelly has spent decades on the show, Mark is still finding his footing, learning how to balance a high-profile hosting role with the evolving needs of his family. The pressure to step away from live isn't coming from executives or ratings, it's coming from love, from distance, from the quiet moments when work wraps and family feels far away. For now, Mark remains committed. He shows up each morning, sits beside Kelly, and brings warmth to a show that thrives on connection. But the questions linger, not loudly, not urgently, but persistently. How long can this balance last? And what happens when family needs outweigh routine? Mark Consuelos may not be ready to walk away from live just yet, but by opening up about family pressure, he's reminding viewers of something deeply human. Even under studio lights, even with success, life continues to ask difficult, emotional questions. And sometimes, the hardest decisions aren't about career. They're about where the heart feels most at home.